So when you're working on something that's newer like AP Bio, you're used to having that enormous run of success with Always Sunny. When the show starts to come out, are you finding yourself reading the reviews more often than you would in the past because you're like, you're a little bit, you're more worried. You're not as confident that this next show is going to be as much of a success as it's been in the past? Or are you just of the mindset that, like listening to the critics will do more harm than good?
Um, well, I don't know. I don't know the answer to the second part of that question, whether it does more harm than it does good. I I think look, well, I'm okay. I will admit that I'm the type I read if I have time, I read all the reviews, all of them. So I do the exact opposite of what I think most people do or what they say they do, although I suspect they don't. Um, and I I actually dive right in. I read all the critical stuff, I read all the bad stuff and all the good stuff. Um, and I think I'm able to do that because I've developed a very healthy sense of self through the years, and I think I've been validated. I feel validated enough by the people in my life that I consider smart and funny, and also by years of working on a successful show that I've started to trust that whatever I think, things that I think are good and funny are actually good and funny. But I have blind spots just like anybody else does. And so I think reading the bad reviews for me personally, I think it's good because I don't take it to heart so much so that I lose faith in myself as much as I look at it and I go, oh yeah, we can make some adjustments. The show can be improved upon. I mean, I'm not so cocky as to think that everything I do is so fucking good that can't be improved upon. There's some really great, smart opinions out there by fans of the show and critics of the show. And they often have some really terrific insight into, sometimes it's just about what, even people talking about what makes the show work makes me go, oh yeah, that's true. Right. I mean, that is what makes the show work. And like, sometimes it's shit I haven't even thought of. They tend not to break me, the bad reviews. I like them. And sometimes when they're really, really bad, I weirdly actually really am incredibly amused by that. I think if I felt like if I didn't like the show so much, I think it might hurt my feelings more because I'd be like, oh man, I really screwed the pooch on this one.
Right.
But I'm incredibly proud of AP Bio. I personally think it's hysterical. I think it's really, really funny. I think it's really unique. And so if I read something bad about it, like just doggedly bad, which hasn't really happened all that much, I think it's fucking hilarious.
Well, here's one from 2014 from Puff Puff
Okay.
Police, says AP Bio sucks dick. I think that that person knew the show was going to suck 4 years before it came out. That sucks, dude. That's pretty good by
funny.
them. Yeah.
I was about to respond to that, and I didn't even catch the whole 2014 of it.
Is there a little bit of truth to that review?
Yeah,
though?
you could just search Twitter and be like, oh, all these people are just talking about high school. Who cares? Like, they don't hate my show.
Does the show suck dick?
Damn, that's a really good point. There's probably a lot of like criticism out there.
Oh yeah,
people are just talking about how much they hate their AP Bio class, and people are going to be like, "Oh shit, they're talking about that show."
Yeah, this person said AP Bio can suck my dick. I did search AP Bio sucks dick, so I'm going to get a lot of those. But yeah, there's a lot of people in the last like 10 years who have really hated this show, Glenn.
Yeah. Hey, listen, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I would just say maybe try to be more specific next time.
Yep. That's fair. That's fair. All right. So we asked this question to everyone, all of our guests. How much money do you make off the residual checks for Always Sunny? Everyone gets this question, so don't feel like you're special.
Well, enough to pay for all these goofy knickknacks you see behind me. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
What do you splurge on? What is that?
What's that?
What do you splurge on? What's like your was Bleeding Gums Murphy from The Simpsons had $1,000 a day Fabergé egg habit or something like that?
Right. God, what's my splurge? Well, I mean, uh, I definitely not clothes. I just wear t-shirt and jeans every day. So I'm not like a clothing guy. Definitely probably spent a little too much money on building this house. My wife and I built a house in Venice 4 years ago, or we moved in 4 years ago.
Italy?
What's that?
Italy?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
That
that'd
be
be cool.
Yeah.
That would have been super cool.
Yeah.
No. Venice Beach, California.
Nice.
When you were when you're getting ready to start work on AP Bio, did you actually have to go back and like learn some AP Bio terms? Because for me, like if I had to go take the remedials of that class again, I would be like, no, I'm out. You can do the show with somebody else.
Well, I knew my character wasn't going to be teaching much AP Bio, so no. But what I did do because my character is a Harvard philosophy professor before he came back to Toledo. I did read I was reading a lot of philosophy books, and talk about reading stuff that'll make your eyes cross. My God. And then I think I kind of got to a point where I was like, I don't know that I need to be doing this, because I'm not going to be writing the show. So if, there's a specific reference to a particular philosophy or philosopher, I can, in a script, I can just kind of look it up then.
Yeah. All right. So if you had to pick one Always Sunny episode, I'm sure you get asked this, but I'm going to ask it anyway. One episode, you're like, that's the one. Like, that's the one I would send to someone. I'm convincing them this is the greatest show of all time. You're having them watch this specific episode. Which one are you picking?
Whew. I mean, I've definitely developed a handful of favorites over the years, but there's so many that I'm sure there's some that I'm forgetting. I'm going to give you three that I think are just ones that really tickle me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's called "The Gang Hits the Road" from season 5.
Yep.
The gang goes on a road trip or something like that, and it's the one where we're trying to drive to the Grand Canyon.
And you never make it out of Philly.
Yeah.
Yep. Great episode.
Thanks, man. The gang gets quarantined, which is extremely, was incredibly prescient.
Mm-hmm.
Because we quarantine ourselves in the bar because there's a big flu outbreak. That episode really tickles me. And then I'd say maybe the gang beats Boggs.
Yeah,
it's just another one that it just makes me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
How often do people come up to you and they're like, "Hey, the dentist system," but they're like not joking?
Not joking.
Like they're like, "Hey, the dentist system, I use it, it works," and you're like, "No, that's a joke, dude. Just relax."
Yeah. Well, listen, but we quite a bit on social media.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yes.
But the thing is like we kind of, I mean, to be fair, we designed that system, to work.
Right.
I mean, because it wouldn't have been funny to me personally if it weren't something that you could look at and go, oh shit, that kind of works.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm, to be clear, I'm not advocating for it.
No.
If anything, the show is always advocating against anything the characters do. But I do. It is definitely one of the most iconic things we've ever done on the show because, well, first of all, I married. I was already dating her at the time, but my wife is in that episode, the dentist system episode. She plays the pharmacist that my character Dennis is in that episode, and so anytime and at that people are always asking like, did you guys meet on the show? But no, we'd known each other for a couple of years before that, and had been dating for a little while. But anytime I post pictures on Instagram of my wife and I, there's people like, oh, it looks like the dentist system really works. Like every like 75% of the comments are like about the dentist system, and you're just like, dude, are you not reading the other it's just, that episode was 11 years ago.
Yeah,
but it did work.
It had an impact.
Yeah, they're not wrong.
Somewhere in the depths of your brain, the dentist system already existed. You just hadn't written it down yet.
Right.